The hour. So we're over to you, Alan.
Well, hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the half hour of power. Power is a hard word for me to say because in Northern Ireland, it's par. We leave the middle vowels out. So I will say it in my old accent. Welcome to the half hour of par. So, hey, listen, excited to be here. Thank you all for showing up and your time and attention. So my understanding is what we're going to do is we're going to kind of have a little bit of a training here to start with, then get into some activity, and then come back for some Q&As. And Cindy, I'm going to rely on you to keep me right here, um, make sure I'm on the right path. So I was thinking, what would be something really important that would be activity based to talk about here, and it's Pip and Promotion. Pip and Promotion. Now, Pip stands for you've got to deal with Pip before you can deal with promotion. Okay, so let's deal with Pip first. Pip stands for Prospects in Play. Sorry, my Evie is chasing squirrels and nearly knocked down my light there. Okay, PIPS is Prospects in Play. There's an old saying, if you know what you're dealing with, you can deal with anything. Okay, if you know what you're dealing with, you can deal with anything. And it's really important in our business to be organized, to be structured. At any one time, if you think about moving people through a funnel, moving people through a process, it starts with a suspect pool. These are people that are just names on a list, a living list. We want to be adding and taking away from that list. And then through the art of prospecting, we move people from the suspect list, the suspect pool, to the prospect pool. And so the definition of a prospect is somebody that has given us permission to present. They give us permission to present. They say, yes, I'd like to know more about this, okay? And then from prospect pool, we take them through an information gathering process, and they come out the other end of the funnel, maybe as associates, as customers, as a referral, as a no, as a maybe later, all of these different things. So what PIP stands for is Prospects in Play. If I was to ask any of you here right now, how many prospects in play do you have in your funnel? And if you don't know the answer to that, I'm going to suggest you're not treating your business like a business. Okay. At any one time, I should be able to say, okay, Catherine, how many prospects do you have in play? Cosimo, how many prospects do you have in play? Melanie, how many prospects do you have in play? Okay. And you should be able to go to whatever contact management system you're using. And that could be Genie. It could be Excel spreadsheets. It could be a postcard system. It could be a 3-ring binder with separators. Here's your suspect pool, your prospect pool, and you can flip it to the prospects and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bum, 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 and you know your exact number. And so one of the keys to whether you're actually on top of your business, whether your business is falling on top of you, is do you know how many prospects you have in play? What is your PIP score? PIP, prospects in play. So that's the first thing I would like to do here, is to make sure that all of you know exactly how many prospects you have in play. Because again, if you know what you're dealing with, you can deal with anything. If you've only got one, well, guess what? We need to do more prospecting and start moving more people from the suspect pool, our list, into the prospect pool, asking people. Like Cindy Buck went to Debbie Wetzler and said, hey, there's been a breakthrough in health that I believe you deserve to know about. If I sent you a short video, would you take a look at it? And that's prospecting, okay? And so if your PIP score is low, you need to do a lot more prospecting. If your PIP score is really, 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 really high, then you've got two things to consider here. Number one, are they real prospects, or are they suspects in disguise? Have they really given you permission to present more information? Or are you just kind of ramming the information down their throat, but they haven't really given you permission? They're an unwilling suspect who's maybe surrendered just to, yeah, sure, send it. That's not a prospect. Yeah, sure, send it is not a prospect. Yes, I'd love to watch that video. That's a prospect, okay? So I want you today to get a really, really clear idea on your PIP score. And if anyone's willing at the end of, in a few minutes, 20 minutes or so, to share your PIP score, I think it would be really interesting. So not a low PIP score, you got to do more prospecting. A high PIP score, one of two things is happening. Number one, You could be really, really, really good at prospecting and you've just got a really great funnel. Or you might be dragging suspects into your prospects without them really being prospects, okay? Or you're not following up and we're not moving our prospects, we're not collecting decisions. Remember, it's follow up and collect a decision. We've got to learn to collect that decision. So if our pipeline, if our PIP score is getting higher and higher and higher, our prospects in play is taking over our entire contact management system, it could also be that we're just not collecting that decision, okay? But for now, I just want to focus on, do you know your PIP score? At any time in your business, Cindy or anyone in your upline support team should be able to say, hey, buddy, what's your PIP score? Cosmo, what's your PIP score? Bonita, good to see you. What's your PIP score? And you should be able to go, hold on 1 second. Let me pull it up. Boom. Hey, it's 15. Okay. And now you've got a handle on your business. Now your business is no longer a slippery piece of soap. You got a grip on it. Okay. So that's the first thing. Second thing, very quickly, is then the art of promotion. So for example, tonight, I'm doing a Discover a SEO presentation. Every Thursday night, I do a Discover SEO presentation. 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, www.discoveraseo.com. Okay. Many of you are familiar with the presentation, breakthrough, lives change testimonial, introduction into the opportunity. The great thing about a live event is it is a one-time only. You ever hear that? One time only, one time only, one time only, you know, it's one time only. The great thing about recorded tools is they're always there. They're very user-friendly. You can wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and watch a video. You can be, you know, waiting for the kids in the car park at school and watch a video. You can weave it into your busy schedule. That's the great thing about recorded tools. Amazing Molecules, Rail Redox Results, things that are posted on Facebook. Really great, very user-friendly. The bad thing about recorded tools is they're always there. They're 24/7. And so procrastination can set in because, well, it'll be there tomorrow. Well, it'll be there next week. Well, it'll be there next month. So what we like to do is to have this, imagine this constant hum of recorded tools going on in the background. And then once in a while, you penetrate the week with a live event, a live thing where you can gather your PIP. That's why we started with prospects in play. You want to gather your prospects in play and say, listen, there's a really important call on tonight. Now, you never say, you don't promote a live event by saying, hey, we do a call every Thursday evening. Now, what have you done? You've made it like a recorded call. Well, I'll catch it next week. I'll catch it the week after. No. Hey, we have a very special call happening tonight. The guy that's going to be, the old guy that's going to be sharing the story. He's been with this company for almost 12 years. And I would love you to hear his story. People love to hear stories. He's all going to have special guests, going to share an amazing story. And I think you'd really enjoy it. Would you be available tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern time or whatever time zone they're in? Okay. And what you want to do is you want to learn to, Eric Worre talks about, we either announce events, here it is, or we invite people to events. Hey, there's a great event. Would you like to come to it? Or we learn to promote events. And we want to become great promoters. Okay. But you can't promote if you haven't got your business in order. And you want to be able to look at your PIP list, your prospects in play, and really promote. So today, what I do is I go through my PIP list and I promote tonight's call. Hey, really special call on tonight. And it's harder for me to do it. It's hard for me to promote myself. It's much easier for someone to promote somebody else. So I promote the testimonial. So that's kind of what I wanted to share with everybody tonight or today. So here's the activity. Number one, go through your contact management system that you have, whatever that is. This isn't a training in contact management systems. And ask yourself, do I know exactly how many prospects I have in play? And find out what that number is. If you don't, take a few minutes and clean up your files and get very clear on your prospects in play. It would be fun to hear some of those numbers if you're willing to share it. And then let's start promoting tonight's call to those prospects in play. Okay, because the live event can help knock the person off the fence. It's a live event. It's one time. It's a line in the sand. We're stopping the procrastination. We're going to collect a decision. Okay. And so the goal here today is get really clear on your PIP score and also then start that promotion activity. Now, I like to pick up the phone and say basically that, listen, I've been talking to you a little bit about ASEA. There's a really special call on tonight. The guy that's hosting it, he's been with the company for almost 12 years. I would love you to hear your story. I'm your business partner. I think I'm almost everybody on this call. I'm your business partner. Hey, one of my business partners is going to be on this call. He's been with the company for almost 12 years. I would love you to hear his story. And he's also going to be sharing some other amazing stories. It's going to be a really special call. Do you think you might be able to make that? It's on tonight at this time. Okay. So that's the task, to get clear on your PIP score and to then start to promote. Now, I did post a little kind of flyer widget thing on ASEA United. If you want to grab that little, I think most people here are on ASEA United. I posted it up there for tonight's call, a little promo image. And so that's then really handy to text out to people or to send in a Facebook message or something like that. So is that good, Cindy, if we do that? And then we'll get into some activity and we'll come back in a bit. Okay. Is this where we play elevator music? Bum, do, 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 dum, dum, dum.